And I just wanted to kind of skip ahead and show you guys an example of an optimal item that I have listed like 4 months ago and it's still selling today. So I just went ahead and looked it up for you guys. It is this jar opener, just a kitchen jar opener, automatic, adjustable by RoboTwist. So once you find an item that seems optimal for you, and the reason I know it's optional is because in Price Blink, it said, oh, there's only eBay. Generally, there'll be more suppliers, Walmart, Best Buy, Bed Bath & Beyond, but sometimes Price Blink doesn't pick it up. So again, you will have to copy and paste that title into a Google search, and that's where I found Bed Bath & Beyond is offering this item for $19.99, so $20. And we're selling it for like, well, we don't have the buy box right now, but we're selling it for the same price for $35. So that's a pretty good profit margin for how little we're paying for it. So I just want to show you guys how you'd go about listing it. Once you find an item that you're comfortable with the profit, I typically want to see, items below $50. That's 50, 50, not 15, but items below $50, I want to see at least a $7 to $10 profit, which is what I have on this item. And sometimes when other sellers, maybe they run out of stock or they stop selling the item, then I'm the next lowest price person. And I could even raise my price to $38, $39 if no one else is on the item, or maybe they're way higher than me. There's a bunch of logistical things you can always change or have your assistant change. Kind of just be aware that your price doesn't, it's not set in stone. You can always change it. So, anyways, once you've found the item that you're ready to list, you'll see in the link here, Amazon.com/DP/ then you'll see always this code. It'll be with the B0, and this is the item's ASIN. It's called an ASIN. It's just Amazon's way of identifying the item on this platform. So you'd copy this ASIN that begins with B0, this code. All you do is in the other tab you had open, you're going to paste that code. Paste, and then click search. Then the item will pop up. If you entered the correct code, that item will pop up. It's kind of like a book index, but it's an item index on Amazon. It's interesting. And all you're going to do is click on sell yours. I'm not going to click this right now because I'm already selling it. I'm already covering this item. But just click on sell yours. And then I have a screenshot I've taken for you. And also I have it in the notes. Where did it just go? I think I just took it. Screenshot. So boom, here it is. The item listing should look like this. And I'm going to be sending you guys this entire PowerPoint as well. So this is what happens when you click on sell yours, and this is your listing. This is your offer. So under offer, this is the only information you're going to need to enter. The condition note. So first thing, there'll be some options above this, but honestly, you leave everything blank except for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 little boxes that I show you. Just don't, no need to put anything else. The listing part is actually very easy and it will become very fast. So the first thing is condition note. Condition note, and even this is optional, the condition note. This is just something to set yourself apart from other sellers. This is something that your buyers will be seeing. It's just the condition of the item. Brand new, fast shipping, free shipping. We offer free shipping, unlike other sellers. You could put anything to kind of make yourself stand out. It's just a little note you can leave about the item or even about your services or about your business. I typically do brand new and free shipping on like all my items, honestly. My assistant does the same thing. So come up with a catchy little motto. Maybe you can just use that and just paste it in every time you list an item. The quantity, you're always going to put 10 or under. I would say as a new seller, even put 5 or under. So say stick with like 3 or 4. For me, I do quantities 8 or 9 generally. This isn't actually how many items you physically have or your supplier physically has. This is just a number to kind of instigate the buyer to be like, oh no, there's only 3 left. I gotta get it before it sells out. It's a psychological factor and kind of a little trick that you can use, and that will also help in increasing your sales. And the condition, always list as new, so that's no question about it. Condition will always be new, so select that from the drop down menu. Okay, so for the price, of course, this is the price is always going to be up to you. This is something that you can change. This is you can easily manage your prices in your inventory without editing this whole item again, and you can see that in your manage inventory. But basically, the price is whatever rule you set for yourself. Like, okay, if I'm listing an item under $50, I want to make at least a $10 profit. So then you just price it accordingly. That's all you do. And same thing with like if it was an item under $100. Say if it's under $100 or if it's under $200, just set a little rule. I want at least a $20 profit, and then you would do the math and just update or adjust the price accordingly. And honestly, lately my profit margins I've been cutting them down a little bit. I've been decreasing them just because it's bringing up my sales volume. Even if I cut my price by $2-3, it makes a difference. So with Amazon, I mean, I understand starting out, you want to start making money, you want to start making bigger sales. But as time goes on and your sales are already increasing, you kind of realize you don't have to price mark yourself up so much, because the sales volume will be increasing so much, and you'll have such high sales volume, it won't matter. You're constantly going to be bringing in revenue. The next thing, fulfillment latency. Okay, all this means is the time in days, or actually now, I think they changed it to production time, but it's either production time or fulfillment latency. It means the same exact thing. It's the time in days until you expect the item to be shipped. So you'd expect it to be like, oh yeah, I can ship in like 1 or 2 days, but no, like we're not the ones who are physically shipping the item out, so we need to make sure we just play it safe. Our supplier is the one who's shipping the item out, so Walmart, Target, Wayfair, and they can take, especially around the holidays, they could take 3, 4, 5 days. So what I do is I play it safe. You don't want to risk a late shipment because remember, go back to your metrics. Late shipment rate is a big metric. Please pay attention to that. As a new seller, I recommend setting this time in days to 7. Honestly, just play it safe. Your buyers won't see that. It's just for you to play it safe, and don't risk your metrics. It's something so easy that you can do. One of the easiest things you can do to save your metrics starting out is up your fulfillment latency or production time. Same thing. Up it to 7 days, maybe even 8, if you're nervous about it. But honestly, most suppliers will ship out in 3-4 days. But again, I have mine set at 6. Sometimes I actually want to go up to 7, just because if my late shipment rate's getting a little bit high, you always want to play it safe. So that is how the item listing will look. And you'll scroll down on that item listing, and all you do is you're going to click a gold button that says Save Changes or Finish Your Listing. But I think it will just say Save Your Changes. So that is the listing. Like I said, listing is the easy part. It's finding the items that can be time consuming. I kind of wanted to also elaborate on the profit a little bit more. So we see here on the supplier site, which is Bed Bath & Beyond in this case, we can get it for $20. So, and I'm selling it for around $35. So let's get out the calculator. And so basically we want to factor in Amazon's 15%, right? Because Amazon takes 15% of your sales. So let's say my $35 that I'm pricing the item at. We're going to times that by 0.85. So we're actually making on the item exactly $29. We're selling the item like minus the Amazon fee, it will be $29. So then we can put this number and we minus the supplier's number from our selling number. So 29, let's just round it up, 30 minus 19, or actually no, 30 minus 20, so it's, about a $10 profit, which is exactly what I'm aiming for. So if you guys can catch my drift, yeah. So it's perfectly like a $10 profit. And if this sells 5 times a day, even 10 times a day, that's awesome. Once you find your favorite hot selling items, you'll be very happy. And you'll know when you find them, they'll be selling, they'll sell for months, maybe not every day, but pretty consistently on a weekly basis. And they'll still be selling from, 6 months ago. That's when you found a real, golden, I don't know, golden nugget, you can call it, or a gem, needle in the haystack. So these items are out there all, like, everywhere, in every category, really. You just have to find them. Like I said, needle in the haystack. But again, when listing, do take into consideration Amazon's 15% listing fee. And it kind of sounds like a lot. It sounds like a bummer, but just price your items accordingly, and according to other, your competition, other sellers, and you'll be fine. The time-consuming thing mostly with Amazon is finding the items to list. But guys, please do the page hack that I taught you. That will save you tons of time instead of manually going, page 1, page 2, page 3, just clicking and clicking, because that's what everyone on Amazon does. No one else really knows how to skip ahead and go ahead in the link and type in, page equals 90, page equals 160. No one's going to sit there and click for 160 times. Generally not, but it's just, yeah, that's just an example. So the page hack comes in handy. Let's go back to Amazon.com just to refresh you guys and kind of recap. So the first thing you're going to want to do is hover over the departments, home garden tools to home. This is what you always do for anything in the home category. Go to home first, and I'll show you why. The next thing you're going to do is scroll down, make it a habit, type in your price range. It could be anything, 40 to 150. Enter or click on go. Now you can click, if you want to, now you can go into these subcategories. My favorite subcategory happens to be kitchen and dining. You may find other ones better, but this is my personal favorite. Let's just do this for example, kitchen and dining. So now you can go into those subcategories, and you can also do, last 90 days. This is good for finding items with lower competition typically. Last 30 days, it's not as many items. You can try it out. I don't know, it's my own habit. I stick to last 90 days. But you guys kind of poke around and see what works for you. Do the page hack. Kind of get into the specifics. And I should have totally mentioned this starting at this video out. Make sure your Prime Away is on. And you'll know it's on because it's blue. If it's off, it's red. See? So now it's off. And it'll generally update this accordingly. But yeah, always make sure it's blue because it'll take away all those Prime items. Make it so you don't have to sort through a bunch of unnecessary stuff. You can tell it's working because it has that golden little loading bar. Or not bar, symbol. So, and then, yeah, I'd always do the page hack, like I said. And if you don't see it right here, all you have to do is kind of scroll over in the link. It should be there somewhere. There it is, way over here. Page equals 35. Literally just, type in any random number. And you see 14 offers. Again, I like to keep it below 8 offers. It's up to you guys, but I want it to be, easy for you guys to start selling things. So do low competition, fairly hot selling items. Make sure the rank is 180,000 and below. That's just what I teach. Other people have different standards, I guess, but I like to find the items that will sell for you guys. So stay tuned for the next part of session 3. This is not over with. I will see you guys in the next video.